bringing you the latest news from EdTech. Head anchor Raina DeBolt. Our field reporters and studio crew. You're watching EdTech's one and only news source, The Edge.
Hello, I'm Raina DeBolt. It's May 2nd and you're watching the 15th edition of The Edge. Students in Diesel Tech remain hard at work even as the year is coming to an end. Field reporter Ashley Violet has the story.
Diesel Tech is working on their alternative energy cars. These are not the typical alternative fuel vehicles that people see today. These cars are go-karts. Students began working on them after finishing the last assignment on semi-brakes. This project is different than what most of the diesel students are used to working on.
This project's different from others because after working for the last 2 years in diesel, we actually got to mess around at the end and do alternate energy cars after working on big trucks.
The go-karts are for a race with Sanilac County. Their engineering tech program sponsors a race every year. Diesel Tech builds electric cars along with biodiesel-powered cars for this annual race. As the students build these go-karts, they learn quite a few things. The instructor explains what the students will learn.
Well, the students end up learning, what they're doing is they're pulling together all the stuff they've learned over the last 2 years. So it has to fab, there's no plans, they have to build stuff from scratch, they have to incorporate steering, braking, electrical systems and that kind of thing. So it's a culmination of their 2 years working in the program.
The students have very little time to work on these cars. The race is on May 18th and there is only 14 school days left to work on these go-karts. Mr. Bammer even said there might even be a couple night sessions to complete these cars on time. After the race, the cars will come back to the Diesel Tech shop to be put up in storage for next year's students to work on. As students work on these alternative energy go-karts, they think of how this will help them in the future.
It'll help me in the future it teaches me a lot more than just the diesel aspect of this class. And if I ever want to do something like this in the future, I'll have the knowledge to be able to build an alternative vehicle, and I can pass my knowledge on to the younger kids in this class too.
Also, working on these alternative energy cars will help students get the experience needed for the future as alternative energy cars become a big thing in today's society. Reporting for The Edge, I'm Ashley Violet.
Well, it's off to the races for Diesel Tech, but for the Health Science Professions class, it's off to the exhibit in which they learn more about their field of study. Recently, the Health Science Professions 1 and 2 took a trip to the body exhibit. 22 students went to the Michigan Science Center in Detroit. Students informed us that they saw an IMAX movie about the human body exhibit, and the nutrition exhibit. It was a ton of fun and a hands-on experience. Attention all seniors, you have probably heard numerous things about college, but it is just around the corner. The Edge's Hunter Samini tells us even more.
We are nearing the end of the school year and seniors will be graduating. After graduation, many will be headed to college in the fall. Most students applied to several colleges and universities. Now is the time they must pick which one they will go to.
I took a lot of research over the summer and narrowed it down to which community colleges I wanted to go to, and Northwestern stuck out to me the most.
When it comes to picking a college, there are a lot of factors that go into making the choice.
I looked at, obviously, how close it was to my house, the price, and just places around there, like for jobs and stuff.
I chose by the campus, and I liked the programs and the housing.
Make sure that the college had the two programs that I wanted to go into, which was culinary arts and business, and to make sure that they also had a good price range that I could manage.
The programs and the price.
There are some benefits to the community college route.
You save a bunch of money, you get to be close to your family, and those are probably the biggest two benefits.
If you have pets, staying close to them, because you can't always really take a horse with you halfway across the state.
Seniors are excited about where they are headed next year.
I'm going to Ferris State University.
The University of Michigan Flint.
I'm going to Grand Valley State University.
Saginaw Valley State University.
I will be attending Rochester College.
So as you can see, though seniors will walk across the stage in May, their education career is far from over. Good luck to you and hope you have a wonderful life. Hunter Samini, reporting for The Edge.
Here's a fun fact. 76% of freshmen are accepted in the college of their choice. So no worries for those still waiting on acceptance. At this time, we'll be taking a quick break, but don't go anywhere. More news awaits.
When I was in middle school, I used to be picked on because I was different than everybody else.
The rumors drove me 50 miles away from my hometown.
I was bullied in middle school because I was different.
I stood out in a crowd.
Throughout my life, I've been bullied, and it drove me into a 2-year state of depression.
My weight.
When I was in middle school, I was taller than everybody else. I was bigger.
I've seen countless number of my friends be bullied.
I was bullied for learning disabilities.
Because of that, I was bullied.
Never be bullied into silence.
Thanks for staying tuned. For our next story, Public Safety recently received a grant for new training equipment. The Edge's Mariah Sogel has the details.
Lapeer EdTech is full of hands-on courses with both driven students and teachers. Public Safety is a course where students learn all about being in law enforcement, firefighting, and the EMS to become valuable assets to communities everywhere. Recently, this class received a grant from the Lapeer County Community Foundation. The grant allowed the class to purchase new equipment. Senior student Tim Brown recently won a silver medal for firefighting at the Skills USA state competition. He tells us more.
We got this grant to help with training. We've needed this equipment for a while, so this will help us with our firefighting portion. We have a thermal imaging camera that helps us find hot spots in a building if we think we got the fire out, but there's still hidden fire behind walls, and it'll help us find patients that are trapped. That is a ventilation fan. It pressurizes a building and pushes all the smoke out. This will help training for when we do search and rescue in a building. We can find our patients. When we cover overhaul, we can cover how to find hidden fires. And then the ventilation portion, it'll teach us how to get rid of smoke in a building.
With the money situation the way it is now in education, it was a real godsend that the Lapeer County Community Foundation gave us this grant, because without their money, we would not have been able to buy this real sophisticated equipment.
Good luck with this new learning opportunity, and may success in public safety remain in your futures.
I'm happy to see our public safety students getting the most out of their course. Thanks again to the Community Foundation, and keep up the good work, guys. That's all for this episode of The Edge. Join us again for the 16th edition, and until then, you stay classy, Lapeer EdTech.